Welcome to Mornings with Michael for information and educational purposes only. Let's go to our screens. First, we go to our word of the day. I'm just going to get this ready to pull up. Our word of the day is Basilisk. Let me just share the screen here. Basilisk is a mythical reptile with a lethal gaze or breath, hatched by a serpent from a cock's egg, or a long, slender, and mainly bright green lizard found in Central America. We propose Basilisk as our new school mascot because of its fierce reputation. So there's our word of the day. Let's move over here to our heat map. Seems like things got a little bounce. Earlier, this is a look at how things were looking earlier, and we'll see how it's not how you start, how you end. Microsoft was still up, NVIDIA and the semiconductors were still down. AMD got a brutal reception to their earnings. Apple is up slightly. Google and Meta were down earlier. They're bouncing. Amazon was up 3.5%. Energy, oil and gas, mainly down, and a mixed bag in finance. So that's where we are there. You don't want to worry about the slings and arrows of the market. I'd like to share this little chart. You can roll over. You spent a lifetime building up your assets. You don't want to worry about it falling or collapsing like in 2008. This annuity beats index average investing by about 5%. Right now, they're paying anywhere between a 30 to 45% bonus. You can still invest in the market. The market goes down, you don't lose money. The market goes up, you do participate. So that's the story there. If you're interested in more information, feel free to reach out. And now let's take a look at what Bitcoin did today. So there was much anticipation with the Fed's announcement. I guess this screen doesn't want to move up, but it just kind of fell off the map. Fell off the map, tried to rally, and now it's sold off. So it's pretty much where it started from. It did go under 57,000. Some people think this is going to continue and roll back to between 52 and 42,000 before it bounces. So we'll just keep our eyes out on this one. Let's go to our charts. This is the S&P 500. We can see it started to bounce up here. It is declining 20-day moving average and reverse course. Says it was up 0.71% today. This doesn't look like it from this chart. No, it's down 0.37%. That's more like it. Full weighted S&P 500 was down 0.37% as well. The NASDAQ was pushed away by its declining 20-day moving average as well, falls below its 10-day declining 10-day moving average. The equal weight in the NASDAQ falls even more, down 0.69%. IWM was up earlier, got above its 20-day moving average, and has now fallen to its declining 10-day, up only 0.17%. Finally, our Dow Jones was up earlier and has declined as well. So the Fed says they got some more work to do. They're going to extend interest rates. And basically, they're a long ways away from the 2% goal. So there's definitely no rate decrease in June, and it could go zero for the rest of the year. So we'll just have to kind of wait and see. Now, of course, got a pause on our software here. Let me see if I can get this back up and running. So as soon as I paused the recording, it came right back to life. And such is life. The dollar down marginally. It was down more earlier. Gold was up above the 20-day, and now it's slightly below, up 0.9%. Silver looks like it tried to fill the gap here. Got pretty close. Up 0.87%. Our copper bounced off of the 10 and 20-day moving average, up 0.15%. Southern Copper bounced off of the 10-day moving average. Looks like we got a pullback in our copper index, and it bounced off of the 10-day. FCX, Freeport McMoran, pulls back to its 10-day. Vale had a little bit of a bounce and then pulled back to its 10 and 20-day moving averages. Rio pulling back as well. And finally, HP seems to be the weakest of all the mining issues at the moment. Look like bond yields had pulled back. Yeah, it pulled back even more. And still the market turned tail. So that's pretty interesting. It's down 1.94%. It's under 4.6% yield. Key 20-year yield is 3.736%. It pulled back to the 20-day, but has bounced. Pretty interesting. VIX. Here's our VIX. So it pulled back to the 10-day moving average. We still have our gap down, way down here. And then it bounced. Came up to the declining 10-day, turned tail, so right in the middle of the range. me see what our targets were. The weekend update. So the VIX we said would pull back to 1467, pull back to 1435. So we hit that target. And then we said it would go up to 1838. It went up to 1622 today. So it has a little bit more work to do. Let's just run through our morning routine. So what was up? 3%, 50% increase in volume. Carpenter Technology, former leader, gapped up and close to 15% gain for the day. LIVN up a little over 12%. Earnings came in at 70% increase. Radnet looks like it moving out of the base here. Tenet Healthcare is rising up 3.25%. Nucreen Biosciences our system had slowed here again. So here finally pops up. It's up 3.99%. Ryan Specialty Holdings got a big move today, up 6.28%. Garmin is back in the news. It has a workout little pod that I guess has been selling pretty well. So they came out with 39% EPS gain, up 13%. So that's a quick look at what's going around right there. We've gotten most out of most of everything. We think the potential for the market to kind of roll over from here is pretty great. Let's see if we can pull up some of our earnings from big earnings from last night. This is Super Microcomputer, drops down 14%. Key in the AI area. AMD falling big time as well, slicing right through its declining 10-day moving average. Amazon did have a good report. It's up, but it is falling to its 50-day moving average right here. That news and Super Microcomputer we got out of this trade, I believe, was right in the middle here. It's fallen to its, I think that's the 20-day moving average. NVIDIA is falling from its 50 down to its 10-day moving average. We kind of cleared out of there as well. Elf Beauty got up to above 160 and then fell again. This looks kind of broken, so we are no longer in Elf Beauty. MicroStrategy along with Bitcoin has fallen out of favor as well. We have put on is BITI. We talked about this 2 days ago. It's really taken off since then as Bitcoin continues to fall. So we got about 1,000 shares of that in our regular account, and in our Roth IRA, we have 40, put on 40 spread trades, 8 to 10.5, or maybe it's 8 to 10 for, this is for the end of May. Yeah, we did 8-10. We went long the 8 calls and shorted the 10 calls. So currently it is trading at 906. Well, it may happen a little quicker than we anticipated, but if it took the entire month, I believe it was a $3,000 investment could return $9,000. So currently it is right around $2,000 profit. That's what we're doing with BITI. Could take a quick look here at what are up. There's 9 items up 10% and 200% increase in volume. Brookfield Renewable Partners, looks like they working on a bottoming base. They're up close to 11%. TG Therapeutics found 16.25, although they closed near the low of the gap up today. Transmedics Group gapping up 25% on earnings, up 538%. Procept Biorobotics up a little over 14% on negative 51% earnings. So in this kind of volatile market, we'll just kind of wait and see if some of the leaders can set up again. This is LIVN up 12.34%. Pinterest gapping up 21%. Facing over here, and earnings came in at 150%. GeneDx continues its big liftoff from yesterday. Earnings came at pretty negative at 0.33%, but that was a big move from negative $2.43 from a year ago quarter. Finally, Carpenter had a big liftoff, earnings up 213%. Yes, we do have one more. Powell, another leader in the industrial area, up a little over 18%. It's pulled back from the 197.87. pulled below all the moving averages, bounced back up. It's kind of an odd shaped cup with handle, looks like right here. Pretty huge volume today. So that's kind of the story there. So we're in a little bit of a choppy period. Just don't want to get chopped up here too much. So we need to have some good news, and we need the charts to heal themselves. Once again, we'll look at the NASDAQ. Nothing really good comes when you get below all these moving averages. Let's see if it will hold above this low here. It looks like it's 413.07. And the S&P 500. See if it can hold the low of 493.86. But today was kind of an ugly finish. It had some positivity in the middle of the day as people were reacting to, it looked like some little bit of easing, quantitative easing, but it has turned to negative territory. One of the people that I follow is suggesting that the market can fall all the way down below the 2020 lows. So that'd be 218.26. That would be quite a move down, but that is a risk. So a lot of it depends on interest rates. And even if interest rates are dialed back, there's a potential for a bad move in the recession. Some people say we're already in a recession. I know the administration is avoiding the R word. So now is just the time to be really careful out there. Cash is a position, and we will continue to evaluate and update on the markets as things move forward. Hope everybody has a great day, and keep going out there working on your goals and your activities. And if you have any financial goals or activities, please let us know. We'll always be here for you. You have a great day.